Hey guys, I'm Jalapeno here with another spicy tool review. This tool you see here is a trim puller or molding remover, whatever you want to call it. It's from GoldBlatt. I ordered it on Amazon about a week and a half ago, and I gotta say it's a really handy dandy tool. What I really like about this tool is that it helps remove the baseboard without damaging the wall. Like for instance, I'm gonna remove this water damaged baseboard here. So first thing I always recommend to do before removing the baseboard is cut the caulking where the baseboard meets the wall. This is just gonna help protect the wall, that way you don't have to do any wall touch-ups later. And after you're done cutting everything, just put the tool above the baseboard and hit it with the hammer. Look at that. And once you're done hitting it with the hammer, go ahead and pull that handle up, and look, it's gonna pry that baseboard off the wall. And as you can see, it's got a large contact area where it distributes the force. That way it doesn't go into the wall and damage the wall. Super simple. You don't have a damaged wall. That way you don't have more work for yourself. This is another must-have tool to have in your toolbox. And no, this is not a sponsored video, but if you want to get one, I will have it in the link in my bio. Just go to my Amazon storefront and you'll find it there.
It is an affiliate link, so I do benefit monetarily if you're kind enough to use it. It's a good way to help support the channel at no extra cost to you. But anyways, now that I showed you how to remove the baseboard, I'm going to show you how to put some new one back on. Make sure you check and remove any of the nails that might have been left behind. That way they're not going to be in the way when you put the new piece of baseboard. So next thing you want to do is get your tape measure and measure out the old pieces of baseboard you just removed. This one measured 130, so I'm just going to grab my speed square to have a nice straight line. And I'm using a miter saw here, which you don't really need because there's no angles. A regular skill saw would work here unless there's any 45-degree angles I have to cut. And once you got your pieces cut, just go ahead and place them where they go. And as you can see, I'm placing that new baseboard exactly where that old caulk line is. That way I don't have to touch up that wall and everything's going to look good. Next, you want to nail that baseboard up against the wall. I'm using an 18 gauge nailer, and just make sure you hit the studs. And after you're done nailing that baseboard, it's time to blue tape everything. Remember, I don't want to get any of that white paint on the wall. And now I'm just going to grab a little bit of this painter's putty to fill in all the nail holes that were left by that brad nailer. This stuff works really good, so make sure you have a sanding block once you apply it. That way you can sand it down and it's going to look nice and smooth. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of caulking to fill in that gap where the baseboard meets the wall. This is going to fill in that gap, and it's also going to help the paint not bleed through under the blue tape. I'm also going to apply it on the inside corners just to make it look a little bit better. And once the caulking dries in about 20 minutes, go ahead and paint. I wasn't really going to post me putting up the baseboard, but since I showed you how to take it off with that cool little tool, I might as well just show you how to install it back. Let me know in the comments if maybe there's a better tool that removes trim like this, which I doubt, but yeah, Jalapeno Solutions. Boom!